New Year! Officially, tomorrow is 2024. If you're listening to this, it might actually already be 2024. And if so, happy New Year. Happy first day of the year. Happy first week of the year. If you're listening to this even more so later on, I'm letting you know from the past, Happy New Year. And I hope you're having a bomb ass year so far. Hello and welcome back to the Self-Love Archives. My name is Julia Salvia and I'm your self-love bestie reporting for duty on this very final day of 2023. There's this trend going around on TikTok about people sharing their ins and their outs. Their ins for 2024 and their outs for 2023. And I wanted to share a couple of mine with you, especially this really, really big one that we're going to really dive into and take a little swim with. And that is overdoing anything. Overworking, overdoing, over exaggerating. Maybe not over exaggerating because we love to be a little dramatic sometimes, but overworking, overdoing, and over explaining, all of the overs is what we're going to really dive into and take a swim, take a couple laps. My 2023 personally was, it was just a really interesting year. I thought 2022 was going to be the best year of my life. And I have to laugh about this. There's a little dark humor within it, but 2022, I basically lose my job because it was the year that I officially transitioned over to self-love and kind of like left beauty behind. And I met the love of my life and my dad died. So it was a heavy fucking year for me. 2023, on the other hand, has transitioned to be kind of healing from 2022. And I'm ready for 2024. I don't know about you, but I am so ready for it this year. I'm not ready for it as in like excited. I'm just coasting. Like we're in that water. We're going for that deep dive. We're coming up and jumping on our boat and we're going coasting into 2024. 2024 is going to be chill. 2024 is going to be exciting. 2024 is going to be a vibe. 2024, shit's going to happen. Like good shit. I feel it. I feel good things for 2024. And I feel good things about this right here, about the Self-Love Archives podcast for 2024. And you know what? I am excited. I'm coasting into it. I'm not rushing anything, but I'm excited. I hope that whatever kind of 2023 you have had, you are also excited for 2024. At the end of the year, I think a lot of us scatter and try to figure out, okay, what are my goals for 2024? What am I doing? What is coming up for this whole brand new year? I have two opinions on this. I think that it's amazing to have this point that we always come back to where it's a new year, a new week, a new day that we can plan something new, start a new goal, set intentions, and feel like we're almost cleaning and clearing the slate of the year prior and moving on to this brand new one. But I want to reiterate something that I said a couple of podcasts ago. You do not need it to be the new year or a new week or a new month for you to set a goal or for you to start something or set an intention. It does not have to be any of that. You can do that at any time, at any moment that you please. And you don't have to wait until the year is over to start something. But we're here at the very end of 2023 and 2024 is basically here. So why not talk about what we're leaving behind in 2023 and what we are looking forward to and trying to bring into our life in 2024. I've actually seen a couple of these, a lot of the ins and outs, and something that I've seen a lot of are just a lot of the trends for 2023. Something I'm very upset about is a lot of people said out our espresso martinis. What did the espresso martinis ever do to you? I love a good espresso martini. I do. I really do. So for me, those can stay. They're not an in nor an out. They're staying. What I'm happy to leave behind in 2023 is going to bed late and getting up late. It's been a habit of mine towards the end of 2023, but I'm ready to go back to being an early bird. I feel like I have so much more day to enjoy, so much more time in the day to enjoy and to get things done. So in 2024, in is going to bed early, still getting my 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep because a girl needs her beauty rest, but getting up at a reasonable hour and not having to struggle to get up. Actually, like my body just wants to get up because right now my body does not want to get up. So there's spring cleaning, right? And then there's New Year's cleaning, almost like the clean slate. You're cleaning out your space, you're cleaning out your closet, you're making room for the new year. You're leaving stuff behind. I personally get into more of a spring cleaning type of mood in the very beginning of the year. I think for the past couple of years, I've done this. I have just gone obsessively through everything. I'm talking drawers, cabinets, closets, and have just cleared out and cleaned everything to the point where we're towards like the end of January and I'm still cleaning. That is not going to happen this year. I'm going to take it one step at a time, but I'm going to physically get a lot of clutter out of my life. And this very much so includes re-cleaning out my closet. I did this last year where I went through a lot of the categories of my closet. So I went through jeans first. That was kind of an easy one. A sad one, an easy one, but a sad one because every single pair of jeans that I owned last year did not fit me at all. So I had to get myself all new pairs of jeans, which I absolutely love all of them now. But I think it's really important to make sure that you have clothing in your closet that fits you and that you're wearing and that you have to choose from, because that's what's going to make you feel good about whatever chapter your body is in right now. And for me, my body has definitely grown larger since January of 2023 versus now basically being in January of 2024. And that's a whole nother thing, but I don't think that I treated my body as kindly as I should have, especially towards the end of 2023. I think I did my best and tried to figure out how to give my body love in 2023, because if my body ever needed love in so many different ways, it was this past year. I did my best to, and I'm proud of myself for this, and I hope you're proud of yourself for this too. I did my best to love my body in this chapter that it's in now, in the 2023 chapter. And I'm proud of myself for that, for doing my best. But towards the end of that chapter, I don't believe I gave myself the love and the support that I physically need. And that is going to be something that I'm going to leave behind. Not doing that, I'm leaving that behind. And in 2024, I am really going to prioritize my body, my physical health, all the above, and clean out my closet so that everything that is in my closet, it's not full of clutter. Everything in my closet is something that fits me and that I love and that I want to wear. And I think that's a great thing to do and a great way to start 2024. You know, when you're burnt out, you've been working so much, whether that's working at your passions, working at your job, working out, and you are just overdoing it. You're overdoing everything. You're overing everything. You're running your body to the ground by overdoing something. And usually this is a telltale sign of an insecurity that you and I both share. I tend to overwork. I love work. I love mixing my creativity, my passions, like everything into, like intertwining all of it. So I think because of that, I give myself an excuse to overwork myself. I was playing a game earlier. This past like week, I've been playing this game on my phone, and there are little games within the game that you play to win like free prizes and stuff like that. And whenever I win one of like the mini challenges, accomplishment dies within seconds. And I'm like, but wait, what does it contribute to? Nothing. And I think to myself, I should have just edited a video or something, because that would have contributed to something. That would have been an accomplishment towards something. And I think that mindset is okay. And it's why I don't play video games a lot, or play games on my phone a lot, or watch TV a lot, or do any of those things, because they become obsessive with me and don't contribute to anything. But it's like, hey, take a step back. Take a step back. And it does contribute to something. It contributes to relaxation. It contributes to filling your cup so that you have more energy to do other things, so that you can kind of like recharge, like plug your battery in, essentially. I noticed that an insecurity of mine is that I don't think that I'm good enough or that I'm doing enough. So I overdo a lot of things. I over-explain to make sure that someone knows where I'm coming from, and so that this someone that I'm talking to understands why I did what I did, or why I'm going about something the way that I'm going about it, or why I'm saying this the way I'm saying it. I feel the need to over-explain myself because I don't feel confident in what I'm saying. I am fearful that I'm going to be misunderstood, or I'm overworking because I don't think that the work I'm doing or the amount that I'm putting out is good enough, that it's not going to be seen by people. If I overdo it, it's going to give me a better chance to be seen, or it's going to show that I'm active and that I'm here and that I'm not disappearing off social media. Overdoing anything and everything is something that I have the hardest time letting go of. And I think that if you are an overdoer, you have the hardest time letting go of it too. You know what else is out in 2024? The fear of aging. This one for me surprisingly hasn't hit, because in 2024 I do turn 30. And I don't have this fear of like, oh my God, I'm 30. Like, I need to rush to do all these things. I need to rush to the trifecta, get married, have kids, have my shit together, like my job and everything. And I don't feel that way. And I'm very glad that I don't feel that way. And if you feel that way, I want you to know that you have so much time in the world. Like, anything could happen tomorrow. Anything could happen in a week. Anything could happen in a month. Like, we have so little time, but we also have so much time. So the fear of aging, out. What I want to come in to 2024 is listening to more jazz and classical music, like pianos. I don't know what it is about this winter holiday season. I've been listening to basically music without singing in it. It's a great way, for me at least, to relax or to focus, because I'm not singing along. It's just kind of like in the background, very chill. I keep it pretty low, but the jazz, Christmas, and holiday music has got a hold on me, and that might fade. as we go into January, but the lo-fi music, the rain sounds, the piano, it is so calming. I swear to you, it is, just try it. Just try it. Forget that it's on. Turn it on like volume like 5 and just have it playing in the background while you're doing whatever you're doing. The first thing I do nowadays is I get up and I go turn on my jazz music. It's part of my routine now. But what I want to bring into 2024 is unique fragrances. I want my own scent. I want my own vibe, and I want it to match my skin perfectly. I'm putting it out there. 2024 is the year of custom fragrances. It is time that we do not smell like anyone else. We have our own musk. I made a custom fragrance at the olfactory a couple of months ago, and it is divine. It is very masculine when you smell it right from the bottle, but on me, it changes completely, and it is so divine. And I get so many questions on what I'm wearing, where it's from, and whatnot. I'm gonna give olfactory a call, and I'm gonna see if we can get this fragrance into your hands. Speaking of olfactory, there are a ton of brands that I want to work with in 2024. And with the transition from beauty to self-love, I really need to write down who those brands are and like put it in writing to manifest it. At the end of the year, I don't do very much. That in between Christmas and the new year, I kind of take a little bit of a break. I take things slow. I don't go out too much. I don't really do anything. I find myself trying to catch up, but also trying to relax, but also trying to catch up, but also trying to relax. And at the same time, I try to make it a point to sit and think more about my goals for 2024. What, at the end of the year, at the end of 2024, what do I want to look back on and say that I accomplished, that I was able to do, that I was able to work on, that I was able to experience? Where do I want to be this time next year? What do I want to be writing about and journaling about and looking back at, being like, oh my God, wow, that really did happen. I'm kind of a little secretive when it comes to my goals and what I'm working on and what I'm doing. And it's not that I don't want to share. I almost think that if I share or I say it out loud, I'm going to jinx it. I don't want to think like that anymore. I want that mindset to be out. That mindset can stay in 2023. And in 2024, I want to share what I'm working on. I get scared about it. I do. I even talking about it right now, and I'm not even telling you what I'm doing. I get a little nervous because I'm like, well, what if I don't follow through? What if I don't do this? What if I don't do that? What if I don't do it the right way? And that is all okay. I'm like validating myself right now, my own podcast. It is all okay. You can share, and if it doesn't come to fruition the way that you want it to, it's okay. If it doesn't come to fruition at all, and you decide to go in a different direction, that is also okay. If you decide to continue to do it or to put it to the side or not follow through with it, like, it's okay. And in 2024, I want you guys to help build the self-love archives with me. It's a joint effort here. We're in this together. The archive doesn't just get built with my teachings, my lessons, my experiences. It gets built into this giant almanac because we built it together, because we all contributed to the archive. If you're feeling very overwhelmed and kind of like you're closing out all of the books or closing all of the chapters, all of the books in that week after Christmas up until right before 2024, and you don't think that you have time to write out your goals, kind of like the position that I'm in right now. I really wanted to sit down and have kind of a day to myself where I can reflect on 2023, write about all of the good things, all of the bad things, everything that had happened in 2023, so I could kind of, close the book, leave it there, leave it all on paper and not let it go, but let it go so that I can have that more physical clean slate for 2024. I've been wanting to do that this week, but I have not really gotten to it. I've written a little bit, but I want to write more. I want to do more. And this is to validate you just as much as it is to validate me. You don't have to do it at any specific time. Just because the clock strikes 12 at midnight and all of a sudden we need to start writing the year of 2024 instead of 2023, which I know will take you a couple weeks to get used to because it takes me a couple weeks to get used to. You don't have to do it right before midnight. You can take the first week to do it, the second week to do it. You could wait until February to do it. You could do it 6 months from now or revise 6 months from now. Obviously, your memory is as fresh as it is right now of 2023, more so than it would be 2 months from now. But don't be so hard on yourself about that, because timing is a mental construct. It is literally made up. Literally. It is literally made up. And we don't have to necessarily abide by it. Sometimes it's just a good little push for us. But I think that I am definitely going to take the first week, possibly the entire month of January, to really let go of 2023, to take all of those outs and leave them in 2023 and sit with myself to start planning out not all of 2024, but my goals for 2024, but more so my goals for at least the first quarter of 2024. So here's what you're going to do. Whether you've done this already or you're going to do it the first week of January, the second week of January, here's what you're going to do. Write out 2023. The good, the bad, the ugly, the amazing, all of the things that you accomplished, all of the things that you didn't accomplish, all of the things that are going from your vision board for 2023 to your vision board for 2024. And then if you want to have a more physical, leave this behind kind of moment, crumple up that piece of paper of everything you wrote about 2023 and light it on fire. Carefully, over a sink with running water or something like that. Maybe into a garbage can. A metal garbage can, not a plastic one. Okay, don't light it on fire, okay? Crumple it up and throw it away. Me, I like to keep these things so I can look back on them. So maybe that's you too. Write it in a notebook somewhere and keep it. Write the date and leave it there so you could take a look back on it maybe a couple years from now to see how much you actually have accomplished. Because if you really think about it, think about yourself 2 years ago, where you were at, what you have accomplished since then, who you are and who you've become since then, and how fucking amazing is that? Yeah, maybe you were, 50 pounds less like myself, or enjoying the single life, or you had a completely different career and maybe you were making more money, but it's not even about that. Look at how much you've grown. Look at how much smarter you've become, how much more intelligent you've become. Look at how much more of you've become, how much more you've kind of just become into yourself since then. And how amazing is that? And that right there is why I'll write out all of 2023 and I'm keeping that shit because I want to look back on it. So once you've written out and kind of have let go of 2023, like emptied out all of your pockets. I had this really amazing session with my psychic. We were talking about kind of the road ahead, and she said, this picture came to her mind, and it was me in this like big dress essentially with all of these pockets, and all of the pockets were full. And as I move forward, all of these pockets are going to start to empty themselves. And I'm going to feel a lot lighter. And that's going to be in an emotional sense, mental, spiritual sense, but even in a physical sense. And I'm just like excited for that because I already feel like I'm starting to empty out some of those pockets, a little bit at a time, like emptying out all of these pockets that are weighing me down. And I'm excited to just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't know what's in this pocket? Oh, let me see. Oh, okay, let it go. Oh, this pocket over here? Don't love that. Need to sit with that for a second. Let it go. So if you feel like you're wearing this big dress with a million pockets and each pocket is filled with something else, I only have 2 hands. I can only empty out 2 pockets at a time. Actually, I like that. I love that. I love that a lot. 2023 overwhelmed me. 2023 was very scattered, very new. I came into this new life in 2023. My dad died towards the end of 2022, and that is a huge life-altering experience and change. And then I had to move, and not only did I move, but I moved in with my boyfriend, and whoa. It was life-altering. I think every year is life-altering, but 2023 was life-altering. And I'm excited to take that big-ass dress with all of the full pockets that I have from 2023, and I'm ready to go into 2 pockets at the same time, see what comes out of those pockets, heal from whatever it is, throw away whatever it is, put it back in a pocket, but maybe just, wipe it off, clean it off so it's a little bit lighter, put it back in the pocket for later. Or I'm ready to take it and just goodbye, empty it out and throw it away. Once you've really taken all of your 2023 and have either crumpled up that piece of paper and thrown it out, or have written it in a journal whether it's a digital journal, a physical journal to keep for later, let's go into 2024. I don't want to be hard on myself about creating a vision board or creating goals. I think every year I'm hard on myself about my goals, and I feel like I need to write them a specific way in order for me to achieve them. I get very overwhelmed by doing it like that. I have a huge, huge list of things that sit in the file cabinets of my brain, like SpongeBob SquarePants, when all the SpongeBobs go crazy trying to find the information that he threw away in the trash. Even though for me, all the files are there. All the files are there. It goes for miles. We just sometimes need someone to spark a little reminder for whatever we're looking for. For me, what works best is doing almost like a brain dump and writing everything down. Just in a list, almost like a to-do list. And to me, that is less overwhelming than writing out more specific goals. I think there's a time and place to get specific about the goals and the things that you want to achieve. For me right now, I want to let everything from 2023 go, and I really want to look forward to 2024 without putting pressure on myself right in this very moment. I just want to have this big list of all of these different things that sound really exciting or that I would love to look back on. And then I want to go through that list and I'm going to highlight the things that are the most important to me. And I'd like to start with that and then go into a more specific list and look at it more rather than the whole of 2024, but in pieces of 2024, like the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter, and write down what my focuses are and what my intentions are for just the first quarter of 2024, because we don't have to worry about the second quarter yet. We are just worried about the first 3 months of 2024. So that is how I'm going to go about setting my goals and setting my intentions for the new year and leaving all of 2023 behind. Let me know how you feel about that and how you go about setting your goals and intentions. Again, this does not have to happen in this New Year's timing. And if this doesn't feel right for you to sit down and create intentions and create goals right now, I want you to know that that is totally okay. Time is truly a mental construct. So if it doesn't feel aligning right now for you, then you don't have to do it. You don't. But if it does, and you want to use this timing to your advantage, then do it. And I love that for you. My giveaway for the Self-Love Archives, my little beautiful, it's actually not even little, it's actually a pretty massive giveaway, might be the biggest giveaway I've ever hosted ever, is still going on. And I created this beautiful box filled with all of my self-love, self-care things just for one of you as a huge thank you for all of your support in 2023. It means the absolute world to me. So that giveaway is still going on. If you want to enter, make sure you are following the Self-Love Archive on Instagram and the Self-Love Archives on TikTok. You can check out the giveaway on my Instagram, which you can find in the show notes, and all of the information on how to enter. Out with the old, in with the new. It is officially 2024, and I am so excited to continue this journey, this ride, go on this beautiful path that we called life together into this brand spanking new year. And I'm so excited for what 2024 has in store. As always, I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you next Sunday when we are officially in 2024 at the same time, Sunday, 12 o'clock Eastern time. I love you. I'll talk to you guys soon, and Happy New Year.